coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Get it!
Going to the air right away, Hooker. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, Hooker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Downing. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions at 1-8 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning. But unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Ready. Dragon 60. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On 1st and 10. Downing. This is caught by Addison. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Okay, great.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris, to about the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfect.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Downing. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check it.
Off play action. Downing. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Hooker now on second down. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay, ready? Buffalo 18. Go.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Hooker. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Warrior 70.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Hooker. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Hooker on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Dragon 60. Ready.
From the gun, it's Hooker. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Hooker to the air yet again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Trying to shake off the option from the last drive.
Consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Vikings going to signal for their first